Hey guys, I'm back. It is now story time. I'm going to be telling you my story as promised. Might be a little skewed, a little all over the place, but it's been a lot of years in between all of it and me leaving. So I will do the best that I can. If you have any questions or want to comment or want advice, want more details, please just let me know and I will be more than willing to share. First things first, we started on a dating site. We met that way because I was divorced from my kid's father at the time, just dipping my toes back into the dating scene, and that's how we met. We matched, talked for a little bit, and he was very quick to meet. On our first date, we met at a local restaurant. It was like during lunch, and right there and then should have been a telltale sign he was pretty much falling asleep at the table because he was up on a bender for nights on end, but I did not know that at the time. He lied and said that he was working on his cousin's basement, helping him redo that. And I believed him because, you know, he was cute and funny and charming and, you know, all the things. So we left that date. He immediately contacted me again, wanted to see me again. We went out on a second date. Don't really remember where we went. I think it was to a club at the casino. And we just had a really good time. Drinks were flowing, conversations were going. We just kind of vibed and, you know, just clicked. From that moment on, we were kind of inseparable when we could be. I had my kids, so on the weekends they were with their dads is when we saw each other. He was all the things. Like I said, he was funny, handsome, hard worker, gave me compliments all the time, brought me flowers, did all the things. So, you know, it blinds you to seeing so many red flags that I look back on now, and it just kind of went very quickly, which also should have been a red flag. But it wasn't, and, you know, we dated for a while. During our dating phase, there wasn't so many red flags as it got to be after we got married. I mean, sure, there was, like, him staying up all night, all hours of the night he would be contacting me, you know, just wanting to talk, or showing up at my place in the middle of the night, drunk, you know, and all these things I didn't want to see because, you know, he was all the other things, and, you know, I could fix him. I could make him not want to drink and make him want to do all the things that, you know, a normal relationship is. But, you know, it didn't go that way. So I blindly continued seeing him. Finally introduced him to my kids. My son was always a little resilient of the whole situation. One, because, you know, I was divorced. It wasn't his dad. It was just his age. Nobody at that time would have been okay in his eyes. And my daughter was so little at the time that she didn't really know any different. And they actually had a very good relationship in the beginning. He was very good to her, did all the stepdad things, took her out on bike rides, taught her how to ride a bike, you know, played with her in the yard. You know, it was just, they were actually really good together. And I think that was part of me wanting that for her and eventually my son. But that's neither here or there. So we dated for a while, and we eventually decided to get married. I should have known the day that we got married that the switch kind of flipped that day. We didn't have a big wedding. We got married at a local park, and then just had dinner with friends and family. You know, every girl dreams on their wedding day that their husband, you know, you're the most beautiful person in their eyes. The day we got married, not once did he compliment how I looked. He never said that my dress was pretty. None of that. At the time, my hair was longer, and I had it like curly, and I went and had my hair done, my makeup done, and his comment was, "I don't understand why you got your hair done that way. That's not you." Cool. Right. Thanks. So I chalked it up to him being nervous. Nerves, your wedding day, whatever. So we went, got married. At our reception / dinner is when he kind of snapped on my son. And I was mortified. My son made a comment or something, and he flipped out on him and was like, "Well, guess what? You're going to answer to me now, because now I'm your dad. And your dad can't say anything," or whatever his language that he used. Granted, he was drinking. So again, I chalked it up to, "Oh, he's just drunk. He didn't mean it, blah, 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 blah." Ignoring everything that I shouldn't have ignored. So we got past that, and it was just a lot of that. A lot of drinking and putting us down all the time, being hard on the kids. Instead of being like a stepfather, like he would say to me, "Well, I don't understand what my role is with them." And I'm like, "Well, you're not their dad, and I'm their mom. Like, if there's discipline, then I'm the one to discipline them, if need be. You are more of like the fun guy. Like, be a friend. By all means, if they are disrespecting you, then yeah, say something, or say something to me, and I will correct the situation." But that never was okay with him. Like, he had to be the dictator. He had to be the disciplinarian. Even though my kids, honestly, I'm not saying it just to say it, but they were really good kids. And they never really did anything wrong. I mean, yeah, kids have attitudes. Kids do have, their issues from time to time, but never to the extent that he wanted to take it. Nothing we did was right. Nothing. I would put dishes away. They weren't in the order that he wanted them. If we folded towels, they weren't folded the way that he wanted them folded, so we would have to redo it. He eventually was there one night with my parents. Well, he came home from supposedly work, and he was drunk, completely shit-faced, and he started to wrestle with my son. And he got a little too aggressive, and my mom spoke up, and he didn't like that. So he flipped out, denied that he was drinking, even though you could smell it from a mile away, went into our basement, destroyed the basement, ripped doors off, ripped cabinets off the hinges, threw tools, like a complete temper tantrum because somebody checked him. And, yeah, so that was the beginning signs that everybody really saw it, even though they saw it, like the way he would speak to us and speak to me, and they could see, like, I walked on eggshells all the time. And, you don't want to see it. You don't want to hear what other people are saying until, like, it really starts, like, you just wake up one day, and one day you think, like, this is not, like, it's not right. Something's not right. And as much as you try to fantasize it in your head and make excuses, and that's what I did for the longest time. He came from a horrible background. His dad was abusive. His mom was a single mom. He was an addict. He had depression. And again, you want to fix them. I'm such a good person. I could love you through it, and you can't. And those red flags, believe you me, just lead to worse and worse situations. So yeah, that's the start of that. I'm running out of time, so come back for part 2.